Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Barb, and today I'm gonna be walking you guys through my American versus Brazilian style barbecue challenge. So I decided today that I wanted to cook the two types of barbecue because I've never done that before. And I feel like it's such a specific type of barbecue that comes to mind when you say Brazilian versus American style barbecue. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, so when I say a barbecue, what typically comes to mind? Maybe it's something by the grill, maybe it's barbecue sauce. Like there's so many different ways you can prepare barbecue meat, but specifically what I'm talking about for today's video is your traditional picanha style barbecue that Brazilians make, which picanha is the top sirloin meat, the top of the butt. So if you go to Brazilian barbecue, typically you'll see the grill started, there's picanha on the grill, and when they serve it to you, it's in little thin strips, and typically it's served with white rice and maybe some Brazilian style vinaigrette. So that's basically tomatoes, onions, olive oil, vinegar, and salt, and bell peppers. But when it comes to American style barbecue, typically what comes to mind, at least for me, is baby back ribs, some really good barbecue sauce, maybe a little spicy, and I'm usually eating that with some baked beans, some waffle fries, maybe some green beans. So it's a completely, totally different vibe whenever you think of one or the other. And I never taste tested them one or back to back with each other. So I woke up today, I was like, you know what, today's the day. Today's the day where I'm gonna go out and get the 2,000 meats and create a video for you guys to see it live and the real in-time reaction of one versus the other. I am biased, I love both, so I'm really curious which one's gonna take the cake on this one. But I do have behind me the two meats, so I'll show them to you guys now. So the Brazilian style picanha or barbecue did already come seasoned, but you can see here, and here you have your barbecue or American pork ribs for our barbecue. So I'm gonna show you guys how I season each one, or how I would season the picanha if it didn't already come seasoned, and how I season my pork ribs. All right guys, so we have, this is how I like to do it, okay? Everybody's different, but I use a red pepper, crushed red pepper, and cayenne. I mix these in on top of my ribs, which I'll do right now. And basically all I do here is sprinkle it on. I like spicy, guys. Personally, I'm a really big spice girl. No pun intended. So I go in, I get it in there, and red pepper, go in. I love crushed red pepper. What I do after this part, which the next part is the cooking part. I do like to season it in parts. So you'll notice I'm only doing the top right now. And when it cooks for about, I'd say an hour-ish, I go and I flip it and I do the other side, season it fresh, hot sauce. And after an hour of that, I go ahead and do, ooh, we went crazy, guys. That's what I like though. I know you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, she's crazy, but trust the process, okay? So after that, I typically like to do the barbecue sauce after, same thing, 1 hour, and then my last hour, I flip it, put on some more barbecue sauce. And at that point, this part, the, I guess, layer, or the first layer, or the foundation of our ribs is really, really in there. So it's gonna cook nice and spicy, and it's still gonna have that smoky barbecue flavor. So that's my preference, but everybody's different. Some people like it more sweet, some people like it just barbecue flavor. I like mine a little spicy, so that's how I'm doing it. But this is your choice, guys, whatever you wanna do. These are your ribs in your world, and we're just living in it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is put it in. I'm gonna actually use, since I have all the options between the smoker, air fryer, or the oven. Personally, I like to do the ribs in the oven and the picanha either in the air fryer or the smoker. So I'm gonna use my smoker for the picanha, and I'm gonna stick my baby backs in the oven. I put it at about 180 to 200 for the first hour, and then I'm gonna come back in here with the ribs ready for some barbecue sauce. I keep looking back to make sure it's still there for some reason. But yeah, I'm excited. So I'm gonna put this in, I'll be right back.